Alright, welcome to the PWC channel. This will be my first recording of a live match for this season. And we are watching BreadPuddingOfficial versus BTHD in the Minors League. So I'm not exactly sure how these two are currently placing in the standings, but I know that BTHD had a rather rough start to the season. He got completely swept by a Spectria in week 1. That's what I remember. And Bread Pudding, I think, had quite a good start. I think he won at least the first 2 weeks. So yeah, I think he's probably gonna be the favorite in this one. So yeah, looking at the matchup, Bread Pudding is bringing Chansey, Mega Absol, Hitmonchan, Kartana, Arcanine, and Alcremie. While BTHD brings Milotic, Cinderace, Aegislash, Zarude, Gliscor, and Mienshao. So, we're a little bit late for this match, so there have been 2 turns played. Not much has happened so far. I don't think anything took any meaningful damage. I think, yeah, BTHD U-turned out with his Mienshao, which took 20%. Took a little bit of life up damage, but it's probably going to be a regenerator set, so that won't last. And Alcremie took 14%, so that's all. So yeah, at this point, BTHD sets up a sword stance with Aegislash, which is probably a little bit early in the match, especially when you are a physical Aegislash set and he still has a full health Arcanine, so that was a little bit of a premature play, and he stays in, which is kind of surprising. Alright, so he's a weakness policy set. So yeah, this is, I mean, it's something. You can probably maybe punch a hole with that, but I mean, this is still not gonna kill an Arcanine, this Shadow Sneak, I don't think, and if you are in the shield form, you are gonna die. So, I mean, but it could actually make sense because he's punching a hole for Cinderace. So, but Cinderace still doesn't like to get past Chansey just like that. But yeah, this means that Cinderace is going to be a big threat if Bread Pudding doesn't find a way to heal up his Arcanine. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that was a calculated early setup by BTHD to force the Arcanine, force weaken the Arcanine. So yeah, now he gets to probably U-turn out with the Mienshao. Yeah, but Brett doesn't have a lot of good switch-ins, and I have to apologize in advance for my Enet. This is gonna be terrible. It always is, unfortunately, ever since the lockdown in Germany started. Yeah, so he switches Hitmonchan into Mienshao, which is surprising, but it just states what I said earlier, that he doesn't have a lot of good switch-ins for Mienshao. So Mienshao and Cinderace are looking really nice for BTHD, especially Cinderace. So he goes into Milotic, and Flip turns out seems to be faster than Hitmonchan, so this is probably something like Assault Vest. I could imagine some people like to run Assault Vest on this thing, so that would mean that it probably also has the Ice Punch. So BTHD should be wary of that, but somehow I doubt that he is going to be wary of it, and he isn't. So yeah, that's. But Gliscor being so bulky that he can definitely stall this out with Roost now. And but you know, he can stall it out with Roost, but on the other hand, Hitmonchan being Assault Vest or probably also has the Rapid Spin, which is gonna click now, I think. Or not. Predicts the Roost probably. Well, this Hitmonchan is not gonna break through that defense, it looks like, but he can heal himself up. Probably gonna get burned eventually by a Milotic Scald if he keeps doing this. So he should think about that. But I'm expecting him obviously to pack the Rapid Spin. Why else would you? What else would you allocate your 4 moves to? I mean, he's gonna have a Fighting move, which he has, an Ice move, which he has, and probably Rapid Spin. And I mean, that's all he really needs to hit BTHD's team effectively. So yeah, this is looking like another one of those instances where I really would like to record a match, but you can see my internet, it's really so frustrating, you have no idea. So yes, you're gonna suffer through this with me. I know you are loyal viewers. So um, he brings out Alchemy, and what did we miss? Recover, and then on his Scald he goes into Alchemy to set up, and now Alchemy is at below 50. So does that mean that he will live a potential gunk shot? I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure. So what is his set gonna be? It might be like Rest, Sleep Talk, Dazzling Gleam, potentially? I don't know. Would that make... I mean, it would be kind of nasty to beat if he doesn't have Gunk Shot on Cinderace. So let's see. That could actually be somewhat of a win con. Would be funny to see a Rest, Sleep Talk, Acid Armor, Alchemy sweep. That would be Pokemon of the Week stuff if he pulled that off, but I fear that we are not gonna witness it if it happens, just because the internet is not gonna do it for me, unfortunately. I feel like this is actually an interesting match that I would really like to show you. I would really love to record this, but yeah. So, how's Corona life in your country? In my country, it's kind of awful. We are not allowed to leave the house after 8 p.m., which is kind of insane in my opinion. So this is what I do in the evening. I have to sit at home and not have internet because everybody is at home using the internet. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's like. So maybe we can check out the dog, but probably not in the meantime. Um, let's check the record and check back in when they are. Oh man. So PTHD is 1 and 3, which, I mean, still salvageable, I think, because we're gonna have playoffs. And Brett is 2 and 2, which is very, very decent. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Yeah, this is not gonna be a recording, I don't think. Ah, we are back. So, we are back to see that, oh, Cinderace is dead, which is pretty bad for BTHD because it was a potential win con. He should not have lost that. Obviously, I know I'm completely out of the loop with this game. He has a burned Kartana. How did that happen? Probably with a Scald. I don't know. Yes, Scald. He switched Kartana into a Scald. Well, that's minor league stuff, I would just say. Well, but he still managed to pick up a kill with the burned Kartana. Interesting, but only due to a crit. Okay, so this is a fun game, it looks like. Does BTHD still have a chance? He probably has, because yes, he absolutely he's gonna win this, I think, because he has the Mienshao, which is just gonna go through the rest of Brett's team. Interesting. Well, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, Absol is gonna be faster, but I mean, Absol might be able to knock it out. The Mienshao, I mean, if it has something like Play Rough. Also, Chansey could have Protect for the high jump kick. I'm not sure at this point if Mienshao does get close combat. Not sure. If it does, this should be a win for BTHD. If he doesn't, however, then there are still these stumbling blocks in obviously the possible Play Rough by Absol and the likely Protect by Chansey. I mean, most Chanseys run Wish Protect these days, I think. Yeah, this thing is also, I mean, Brett really has a problem against fighting mons. This thing also has close combat, so this is another thing. This is a something that Absol can't really touch that well. And Chansey, yeah, this is looking like a BTHD win. Haha, interesting, interesting. So he should switch out and sack Milotic here. He should not switch directly into Mienshao. Or oh, see, he didn't have a way to win after all. This is looking really bad. Very interesting. All right, let's see. The yellow color is always able to pull something off, but it looks like in this case might not be the case. So maybe if he gets a full para here, Alcremie can somehow heal up with acid armor and alright, so at least he got another kill. So probably Mienshao poison jab or Mienshao something would do the job here. Yeah, this was a fun match. I'm sorry that this recording is kind of a mess, but congratulations to BTHD. He's also kind of a comeback kid. He had a very nice last week match against Kurap 1714 or something like that, where he also was seemingly far behind and then made a little bit of a comeback with Blaze Cinderace and Life Orb Gliscor. That was fun to watch. So this was also a very cool match by BTHD. Congratulations to him. And definitely not the end of the world for Brad, because I mean, now he has a 2-3 record, but that's still very possible to reach playoffs with that. So both these coaches still have backdoor outs for playoffs, I think. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna close this recording. I hope you enjoyed my being frustrated with my internet, and yeah, see you.